Welcome to the Check-In Report. I am your humble yet gracious host. I am in the building. I'm not your homie. I'm the one and only Macaroni. Yeah, man, I'm in the building. Hold on, give me 1 second, y'all, because I'm having a little technical difficulties on my side. I don't know what's going on here. Give me 1 second, y'all, because I want to be able to talk to the people tonight. Give me 1 second. Let's go with my live chat. My live chat disappeared. My live chat just disappeared. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. Give me a second. Yeah. So my live chat disappearing. We got it back. How y'all doing tonight? I'm here to ask y'all a question tonight. Hopefully I get an answer tonight. Today's topic: do you believe in soulmates? Destined love, fact or fiction? Do you believe that there is someone, preordained for you to spend the rest of your life with? Someone destined for you to spend eternity with? Someone made specifically for you? I'm here to ask that question tonight. Do you believe in soulmates? Yeah, I wanna speak to you guys tonight. I want to hear from you guys tonight. Do you believe in soulmates? Do you believe that there is someone out there specifically for you, made for you? Not just, 'cause a lot of times we focus on, just the physical. I'm talking about someone for you spiritually, someone specifically for you attitude wise, mentally, someone that is on your wavelength and spiritually, physically, like everything connects. Someone specifically for you. Do you believe in soulmates? I want to hear from you guys. I see one person voted. They put yes. There are people out there that believe in soulmates. I want to hear from you tonight. Do you believe in soulmates? Do you believe in it? Are you a proponent? Do you believe the person that you're with currently? Maybe, if you have a girlfriend, you have a boyfriend, maybe you're married. Do you have someone now that I think I'm delayed a little bit. Give me 1 second, Shaw. What is with the issues today? It's a lot of issues today. Give me 1 second. Like I'm delayed a bit. Yeah. It's like think I'm a little delayed. All right, I think I'm back now. All right. Yeah, but someone specifically for you, made for you. I want to hear from you guys tonight. Now, in terms of soulmates, this is something that, me personally, let me just lay out my thing. I don't believe in soulmates. Let me just say what I'm going to say. Just lay out my how I feel about it. I don't believe in soulmates. I believe in chemistry. I believe in whether it be a woman or male, people that you have chemistry with. And this may be in the realm of soulmates, maybe because you two people have the same mindset, you have the same interests, um, just a connection, a chemistry. I believe in that. I don't necessarily believe in a soulmate. Let me see if I could find the textbook definition of what a soulmate is, because I just want to have something that we could reference, a soulmate. Let me just look this up. Definition of soulmate, just so we can have a reference point of because I'm here to ask this question: what a soulmate is. Now, this is the textbook definition of what a soulmate is: a person, ideally suited to another as a close friend or romantic partner. So ideally, this is the definition for a soulmate: a person ideally suited to another as a close friend or romantic. Now, in that definition, I don't think there's nothing wrong with a soulmate. Because it doesn't say anything about someone specifically for you, or just whether it be mentally or spiritually. Just it sounds like by definition, it's just someone who is suited to you, meaning they're tailored to your identity, they're tailored to your personality, they're tailored to who you are. Do you guys believe in soulmates? I want to hear from you tonight. Do you believe in the concept of a soulmate? Salute to Sweet Lullaby. Sweet Lullaby says, what about a twin flame? I don't know anything about a twin flame. What's a twin flame? Bring me up to speed on he said what about a twin flame? I don't know anything about a twin flame. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know anything about that. Yeah, I want to know from everybody tonight. Anybody that's coming in here, do you believe in soulmates? Do you believe that there is someone spiritually, mentally, physically made and tailored just for you? And if that is the case, let's say hypothetically that is the case. Let's say that everyone has a soulmate. For the people that are single, for the people that are not in a relationship currently, what is your soulmate doing right now? Is your soulmate somewhere getting back shots in a rinky dink hotel? For the women, for the women, is your soulmate somewhere, vacationing with his side chick? For the women, is your side chick, excuse me, for the women, is your soulmate married with children right now? If we were to believe in the whole soulmate thing, now listen, I don't think that there's anything wrong with someone finding someone who has, the same ideals and same beliefs as someone, and that's what I think it is. It's more so, it's not necessarily soulmates. It's more so people you have good chemistry with, people that you have, like-mindedness with, people that you have, just great, really great chemistry is what I would call it, right? Not necessarily soulmates. Salute to Sun King. He says no. Sweet lullaby says he's sleeping next to me. I'm about to go to bed as well. So your soulmate is with you. Your soulmate is in bed with you right now, sweet lullaby. Now I'm not mad at none of that. I'm not mad at none of that. If you feel like you have found your soulmate and you are with them, that's a good thing. I think that's a very good thing. But for the people, let's say hypothetically, for the people out there that are single, not married, not dating anyone, where are their soulmates, sweet lullaby? Where is everybody else's soulmate? Let's say hypothetically there's a single man out there. Is his soulmate right now getting back shots? In the project buildings in Brooklyn? If there's a woman out there and she's single, she's looking for someone, is her soulmate on vacation? As a married man with children, somewhere in the Bahamas? I'm just asking the question. Salute to Ash Tree. He says my soulmate, she passed away. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Salute to Ash Tree. He says his soulmate passed away. Condolences to you. You know what I mean? Salute to you. Sweet Lullaby says, yeah, he is. That's what's up, To Sweet Lullaby. Sweet Lullaby said that their soulmate was laying next to them. Well, that's if your soulmate is laying next to you, that's a good thing, Sweet Lullaby. But condolences to Ash Tree. He said his soulmate passed away. Condolences to him. Or to her, or whoever that is, condolences to you. But I want to know, because I want you guys to bring me to the water. Maybe you guys can bring me to the water in terms of the whole soulmate thing. Maybe you can enlighten me, Maybe guys can enlighten me. And I'm going to tell you why. Maybe you can enlighten me. Sweet Lullaby says his soulmate is in the South. He has to leave. And why? You're talking about me, huh? You might be right. I think if I have a soulmate, I think they're in another country. I don't think my soulmate would be in America. But maybe you guys can bring me to the water in terms of a soulmate. Because me personally, I don't believe in the whole soulmate thing. I don't believe that there is someone specifically for you or to be with you. I think that people have chemistry. You may meet someone at the right time, and I'm not denying that maybe there's a divine force putting that person into your life at that specific time. That happens. I'm not denying that neither. But would I call it a soulmate? Not necessarily. Maybe a divine force put this person in your life for you to find love, for you to go forward in your life, for you to experience love. I wouldn't necessarily call that a soulmate. I would more so call that great chemistry, finding the right person at the right time, a divine force putting that right person in your place at the right time. But I wouldn't necessarily call it a soulmate. Maybe you guys can bring me to the water in terms of what a soulmate is. what would you guys, the people in the chat, what would you define a soulmate as? What would you define it as? What would you define a soulmate as? You know? Is it someone specifically for you? Is it someone mentally, physically, and spiritually created, by a divine force specifically for you? And my question to the people in here that claim to have their soulmate with them, or claim to have been with a soulmate, my only question to you guys is for the men and the women that don't have soulmates, for the men and women that have never had a soulmate. And remember, it's better to have love and lost than to have not loved at all, right? That I forgot who has that quote. But what I want to ask is, for the men and the women that have never had a soulmate, there's some people that feel like they never met someone that was for them, that they truly was in love. Now, I want to say respect to everybody that's in the room that said they have met their soulmate or been with their soulmate. Respect to them. But there's some people that have not felt that. There's some people that have never felt real love. And maybe we should talk about what real love is. But for the people that haven't experienced real love or never felt like they've met something that special, what do you say to them? Where are their soulmates at? Is that man's soulmate that he's never met his soulmate? Is his soulmate somewhere in a hotel room getting back shots? Is that woman's soulmate? Is he somewhere in the Poconos with his new girlfriend? For the people that never felt a soulmate or never had that type of love, what do you say to them? I want to know. Sweet says you have to be open to love. Now, listen, I agree with that. You do have to be open to love. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. But I agree with that. I agree with that. Sweet says you have to be open to love. I agree with that sentiment. I agree with that. I'm trying to be objective here a little bit. Maybe this is a little bit, a little bit too, a little too much of a serious topic. But I just want to be objective here as well. Because I have my beliefs. And my beliefs are antithetical to a lot of other people's beliefs on this topic. But I want to hear different people's perspective on what a soulmate is. Do you believe in soulmates? And what do you say to those men that have multiple wives? There's men out there that have multiple girlfriends, multiple wives. There are people that have polyamorous, polygyny relationships, men with multiple women. What do you say to them? Have they met multiple soulmates? Is there a such thing as multiple soulmates? Can a man have multiple soulmates? Because there's been girls that I felt really good about, and let's say I was with a girl that I really, really liked, and then I happened to meet another girl that I really, really liked. Is there a such thing as a man having multiple soulmates? And maybe a woman, hypothetically, having multiple soulmates? This is all hypothetical, and this is all me just being objective. Can someone have multiple soulmates? Or is it just one? Maybe you guys can enlighten me. I'm looking to be enlightened on this. I'm not speaking from a point of a know-it-all. I know everything, and I can't be challenged. I'm up to listening as well. Maybe you guys can enlighten me on the situation. Do you believe in soulmates? Do you believe in someone being specifically for you, made for you, whether it's physically? I'm talking about everything. If they're your soulmate, they're supposed to please all of your needs. Not saying that everything is going to be perfect, but this person is supposed to please you spiritually, physically, sexually, mentally. This person is supposed to fulfill all of your needs if they're your soulmate. destined to be with you, destined to please you, destined to spend eternity with you. Has anyone felt like that in terms of meeting someone? I would like to know. Fire! 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 Do you believe in soulmates? Maybe we should talk about astrology as well. You know, I don't believe in astrology. I'm not a proponent of astrology. I don't believe in it. But do you believe that, you know, astrology has something to do with, you know, soulmates? A lot of people, they have their astrology charts and they say, well, this person's supposed to be with this. I'm a Virgo. They say Virgos and Taurus and Virgos and I believe Capricorn is one. You know, different. I believe Pisces as well for Virgo. But, you know, they say different, you know, astrology signs are supposed to be together. Is there any credence in that in terms of soulmate? I want to know. I want to be educated on the soulmate thing. Indica says, stop watching Disney. That doesn't exist. I'm not saying it does exist. Clearly you haven't been watching. Clearly you just clicked on this video and you haven't been watching. I've been saying that it doesn't exist as well. So I'm not a proponent of soulmates. I'm saying that it doesn't exist. I'm saying that you may meet someone at a point in time that you need them. You may have good chemistry with someone. There may be a divine force that's placing someone in your life at a specific time that you need them, but it doesn't necessarily make them your soulmate. So Indica, I'm not saying that soulmates exist. So I don't know what you're talking about. You're speaking to the choir. I'm not a proponent. I'm not saying that it does exist. Salute to Ashtree. He says the yin to your yang. Yes, I agree. Hypothetically, that's what a soulmate would be. It would be the yin to your yang. They're supposed to you know, to be the other side of you. They're supposed to complete you. You guys are supposed to, you know, feed each other, mentally, spiritually, you know, physically. You know, everything is supposed to align with one another. If she is truly or he is truly your soulmate. Do you guys believe in this? Do you guys believe? I want to know. You know, one of the Indica told me that I need to stop believing in Disney movies. I don't believe in in soulmates. And Disney movies are racist. We all know Disney movies are racist. Disney has the most racist movies of all time. Like, come on. Pocahontas, the white man coming to America acting like he's helping. Come on, bro. Everybody ever read the real story of Pocahontas? Absolutely tragedy. Absolute tragedy. Come on, all of that stuff. Hunchback of Notre Dame. I mean, all of that. Lion King. All of that stuff is tragedy. They try to, you know, doll it up like it's some type of fantasy, and it's absolutely racist with the black crows and the, you know, all of the stuff that, you know, Disney has done. You know, the what was the Uncle Remus? Nobody rocks with Disney over here. I'm not rocking with Disney. But yeah, man, I want to hear from you guys, man. You know, maybe this is a little bit too deep of a topic for you guys. Maybe you guys are not really into this conversation, but I wanted to be educated, you know, maybe from the people in the room on you know, soulmates, relationships. Maybe you guys can educate me on this matter. Salute to Game Sense. He says, hello, bud. What's up? Game Sense, maybe you could educate me. Do you believe in soulmates? That's the question tonight. Do you believe in soulmates? Do you believe in someone being destined to be with you? Do you believe in soulmates? Do you believe in soulmates? Do you believe that there is someone spiritually, mentally, physically made just for you? That's what a soulmate would be. I want to see how many of you believe in this. I want to see how many of you can, maybe you guys can, bring me up to speed, and maybe you can educate me on, all things soulmates and, things of that matter. Maybe you guys can educate me. I was looking to have an intellectual conversation, in terms of this, but I guess, people don't really care about this topic, I guess. I don't know. Family of God. Salute the family of God. Salute the family of God. Family of God says soulmates don't exist. Okay, I agree. Family of God says soulmates don't exist. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. Yeah, he says family, he says soulmates don't exist. Game of Sense says yes, they do exist. Okay. But they are hard to find. Yeah, you could say that, I guess. You could say that. I disagree that there are soulmates, but I mean, maybe someone hard to find for you to have everything in common with. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that sentiment. Yeah, Family of God said there's no such thing. There's no such thing as soulmates. Salute to O5 JC says there is something called similarities of soul. Educate me on this. You said that there is something called similarities of soul. Educate me on this. Maybe you can bring that up to speed. Bring me up to speed on that. Family of God says you remember me. Of course, I remember you. Yeah, we had a conversation. Maybe like 2 podcasts ago. Definitely, I remember you. I want to be brought to speed on this similarity of soul thing. Because O5, I kind of agree with what you're saying here. It's not necessarily you having a soulmate. It's maybe just someone that you have great chemistry with, someone that you have, you guys vibe with mentally. You guys spirits and souls match one another. You guys, personalities vibe with one another, and there's something there chemistry wise, but it's not necessarily that this person is destined or to be with you or your soulmate. So I would agree with that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm more so in the realm of saying that it's more so chemistry. Because, you may meet a girl, out there that you guys vibe, you vibe mentally, you vibe spiritually. You guys are on the same wavelength. You guys have the same sense of humor. Let's say the sex is great. And you guys are vibing everywhere. You guys have great chemistry. And you guys possibility have, you guys have something, really special there that you can build upon. But is that person your soulmate? I don't know if I would say that person is your soulmate. Fire, 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 fire. Game of Sense says if you don't have a soulmate, you can't stay married for your wife forever if she ain't your soulmate. Well, let's be honest, game Sense. The divorce rates in America are over 50%. So clearly people aren't meeting their soulmates. If over 50% of Americans are getting divorced, or over 50% of American marriages are ending in divorce, clearly people aren't meeting their soulmates. So, I would say clearly people aren't meeting their soulmates. But what say you? Do you guys believe in soulmates? I'm in the realm of saying no. I don't believe in soulmates. I believe that you'll meet someone that you have great chemistry with and you vibe with, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're soulmates. Salute to Family of God. He says there is no perfect person for another. Both come together in love and attraction and make it happen as they grow together. I agree with that sentiment. But how about this? Family of God. Let me ask you this, family of God. This is a good question to ask you because I believe you're a man of belief. You're a man of the cloth. You're a believer. You're a believer in God. Do you believe that, there is a divine force that is putting someone in your life at a specific time that you need love? Family of God, that's a question specifically for you. Do you believe that there is a divine force placing someone in your life that you may need, that you may need to lay upon, that you may need to build with? Do you believe that there is a divine force that places someone in your life? Now, would that fall in the realm of someone being your soulmate? If a divine force is placing something there for you to build with? That's my question for you, family of God, because that would be in the realm of a soulmate. Game Sense says, yes, it's hard to find when you find the soulmate. You will not be divorced. Yeah, listen, man, I agree. It is hard to find. It is hard to find someone that you're going to have like-minded, because like-mindedness with and have the same morals and principles. A lot of people get in relationships and you guys will vibe and you'll feel so good about one another, but after those 2, 3, 4, 5 years go past, you start realizing this person's character. You may feel like this person's morals and characters do not align with yours. After you start peeling back the layers of the onion, you may say, this is not the girl that I want to be with. Her character doesn't match mine. Her morals, her standards, what she believes in, her priorities do not match with mine. So listen, it is hard to find because when you fall for someone, you may fall out of love. You may fall out. You were feeling good about that person at one point, but after peeling back the layers of the onion, you start to see more. You start to see things that maybe morally and character-wise that you do not vibe with. But I'm here to ask that question tonight. Do you believe in soulmates? Do you believe that there is someone destined for you? I need to know. There's no drugs here. Big dog. There's no drugs here. We don't do any drugs here. This is a drug-free zone here. Game Sense says all humans don't have soulmates. That's my belief. I agree. I think that there is I believe that a divine force could put something in your life that you may need in a particular time. There's a divine force placing something in your life that you may need. Now that may be in the realm of a soulmate, because if the divine force is placing something there for you to build with, that could be in the realm of a soulmate, and that's what I was saying. I'm just being objective here. Salute to 05. He says, a beautiful thing to be a source of comfort and confident for people. They only know you've been through words. It is a beautiful thing to have someone to be with, and for someone to comfort you and someone to confide in. It is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to be in love. I tell men that all the time, because sometimes there's men that come in here and they say, I'm focused on myself. I'm focused on my goals, which is nothing wrong with that. But, I tell men all the time that there's nothing wrong with being in love. There's nothing wrong with, finding someone to spend your time with, finding someone to put your time and effort into, to fall in love, to be in love. I don't think that there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's a positive thing. A positive thing. Yeah, so generally I say it's a positive thing to be in love. It's a positive thing to be with someone. It's a positive thing to be in a relationship. It's a positive thing. It's a positive thing. Yeah, do you guys believe in soulmates? Do you believe in soulmates? Is this too deep of a conversation for you guys? Let me know. Big Dog says love is real. We know love is real. We know love is real. But I'm asking, do you believe in soulmates, Big Dog? That's what I'm asking here. Family of God says God blesses those who obey him. So if both mate and female obey and wait for the blessing of God. Hold on, give me 1 second. Family of God. I want to read the whole thing. He says, the blessings of God. God will put that person in your life because he knows our hearts. You know my story, right? Yeah. I think I believe. I know your story, bits of your story. Family of God, but family of God. What I'm asking, this is my question to you, family of God. If the divine force places a man or a woman in someone's life and they are looking for love, they're looking for commitment, they're looking for something. If a divine force places that person in their life, would that not fall in the realm of a soulmate? You're a believer. I'm asking you, you're a believer. You're a believer. You're a believer in God. So I'm asking you, as a believer, would that fall in the realm of a soulmate if a divine force is placing someone in your life? I'm asking you that question. Salute to Don Chinkoto. I believe a soulmate is nothing more or less than two people that help ease each other's soul while you guide one another. I like that answer. Don, I like that answer, Don. I like that answer. I agree with that answer. I believe in that. I could co-sign that. Specifically, generally what you're saying is a soulmate is just someone that you have great chemistry with and is just there to ease your soul, ease your spirit, and for you to be with at a specific time in your life. That's what it is, more or less. I agree with that. But when we think of the concept of a soulmate, the general concept of what a soulmate is, it's someone that is created specifically for you, and they're supposed to be right for you in every way, mentally, spiritually, physically, mentally. So that's the concept of what a soulmate. I'm looking at what the general concept of what a soulmate is. Now, if we're looking at that in that manner, now we have to be honest here. Nobody's perfect. No human is perfect. So we all have flaws. But if I'm looking at what the definition of what a soulmate is or how we perceive of what a soulmate is, I don't think that exists for anyone. Right? If I'm looking at the general core principles of what a soulmate is, I don't think that exists for anyone, in reality. But I do believe there are people that come into your life that a divine force could place, or there's people that can come into your life that have great chemistry and that you're supposed to be with and build with. I do believe in that. But would I call it a soulmate? No, I would not call it a soulmate. Big Dog says, yes, soulmates are real. Break it down. I want to know. Break it down why soulmates are real, Big Dog. I want to hear from you. He says, a soulmate that is guided by God. Yes. I want family of God to break that down, because family of God is he's a man, he's a believer in God. I want to hear him break that down, because he said that no, there is no such thing as soulmates. But I asked him, if there's no such thing as soulmates, then you have to answer this question, family of God. If God or a divine force places someone in someone's life at a specific time where they need love, would that not fall in the realm of what a soulmate is? I'm just being objective here. Game Sense says, but you need good chemistry to find soulmate also. I agree. If we're looking at the core principles of what a soulmate is, that person is supposed to feed you in every single way. mentally, spiritually, physically. They have to be, or just, what we believe the core principles of what a soulmate is someone that is specifically designed for you. So in that definition of what a soulmate is, you know, everything would have to be, on par with one another. Everything would have to be on par. Your conversations would have to be on par. The attraction, the love making, all of these things will have to be on par with one another. Um, Don says, make one another's life easier and eventful. I agree. That's what a soulmate should be doing. Big Dog says, I don't really have high standards for a soulmate. Only good character, personalities. Doesn't really matter. But I don't know, really. See, that's not what a soulmate is, Big Dog. That's you settling. Big Dog, that's not a soulmate. What you just described is not a soulmate. That's you settling. You said you don't have high standards of what a soulmate is. You said just, specifically personality and things of that, things of that nature. That doesn't sound like a soulmate. That sounds like you're settling. You could find a girl with a good personality anywhere. So I wouldn't classify that as a soulmate. That wouldn't be a soulmate by my definition. Don says if you have vanity, it is a sin because you could pass up your soulmate for a good looking douche. Listen. But that's my thing, Don. What is a soulmate? What is a soulmate? Give me the textbook definition because what the when we look at soulmate, Don, hear me out, Don. When we look at soulmate, it's supposed to be someone that is designed for you. Now, if you wanna have your own definition of what a soulmate is, I don't have a problem with that. But we're gonna have to be objective with it. You said that you may pass up your soulmate for a douche, like maybe but women do that all the time. Let's be real. Men do that as well. Men, they may choose a girl that maybe maybe that they've been ignoring, and men do that, men do it, women do it. It happens, but does that make them your soulmate? Because what I'm looking at, all right, when I'm looking at in terms of a soulmate, everything is supposed to align. The attraction should be there, the chemistry should be there, the love making, everything should be there. Now, hear me out. This is my definition of what a soulmate is. So the love making, the attraction, the chemistry should all be there. Now, I want to put this as a caveat. We understand that, nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. No man, no man, no woman is perfect. So everything won't be perfect. But these things have to align with one another. If this person is truly your soulmate, the attraction must be there. The chemistry must be there. The love making must be there. All of these things must align. You can't have 2 out of the 3 or 1 out of the 3. All of these things must have to align for this person to be specifically designed for you. Now listen, if you want to settle for a good woman, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I think that's a great thing. If you settle for a good woman and maybe she don't have the greatest, you don't have the greatest chemistry with her, maybe she's not the best looking woman, but she's generally a good woman, that's nothing wrong with that. But that doesn't make her your soulmate. You settled for a good woman. Same thing with you women. Maybe you settled for a good man. Maybe he's not the best looking man. Maybe you don't have the best chemistry with him. There's nothing wrong with you settling for that good man. He's a good man. But that doesn't make him your soulmate. You made the right decision. You settled for a good man, and that's a good thing. But that doesn't make him your soulmate, So I'm trying to get to the meat and potatoes of what a soulmate is. Maybe you guys can enlighten me on what a soulmate is. Big Dog says it is, if it's relative to me, then my standards are my standards. Listen, I agree. I agree. But big dog, you're a man like me. You have a certain level of attraction, right? You have a certain level of attraction, right? Big dog, if you seen a girl that looks like Meg the Stallion, and you seen a girl that looks like, Lizzo, more than likely you're going to talk to the girl that looks like Meg the Stallion. Big dog, if there was two girls and they both wanted to be with you, and let's say the big girl like Lizzo, let's say she has a great personality, she's a good person, she's there for you, right? And then you got the Meg the Stallion girl, she's not too good for you. Maybe she's bad for you, but she looks better than the other girl. Most men are going to say, I'm going to take the Meg the Stallion girl because she looks better. Most men would say, listen, she's not a good woman, but she looks better, Your standards are your standards, but we are visual creatures. We are visual creatures. We like what we see, Let's get back into it. Anthony says, I'm going for Lizzo. Anthony, if you was in the club right now, forget about chemistry, forget about all of that. If you was in the club right now, Anthony, if you was in the club late night and you seen a baddie, let's say you seen a bad Brazilian chick, hair down her ass, body banging, she got the pretty toes out, and she was on you. She was on you hard. She wanted to go home with you that night. And then you seen a big girl looking like Lizzo in the corner, staring at you from the corner of the room. Are you telling me that you're gonna go up to Lizzo? You got a bad Brazilian chick on your arm, and she wants to leave with you. You're telling me you're gonna tell the bad Brazilian chick, "Hey, listen. You look good. You're looking real sexy. You got your body. You're looking really good, but." There's a 300-pound girl in the corner of the room. I need to talk to her right now before I do anything. Is that what you're telling me, sir? I don't believe you. You're a liar and a nigger. I don't believe you. I don't believe you, sir. It sounds hot. It sounds hot. But more than likely, if a bad Brazilian chick wanted to leave with you and there was a big 400-pound girl staring at you in the corner of the room, you would leave with the Brazilian girl, right? I would think so. Fire, 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 fire. I'm just speaking facts, man. I'm just speaking facts. You know good and well you would rather take a girl that look like a model over a girl that look like Lizzo? Come on, bro. Let's be real. Let's be real. Let's be honest here, Anthony. We have to be honest here. If you had to create a soulmate for you, right? If you had to create a soulmate specifically for you, right? Specifically, and you got to put it together. Oh, I want her face to look like Megan Good. I want her body to look like Meg the Stallion. I want her butt to look like Jennifer Lopez. If you're constructing a soulmate, you wouldn't construct your soulmate to look like Lizzo. Let's just be real here. Fire, 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 fire. If you're creating a soulmate specifically for you, for what you like and what you need in your life, you're not gonna select a 400-pound girl with hammer feet, dinner rolls on the side of her body. That's not what you're going to construct for yourself. Let's just be real here. Let's just be real. Let's just be honest. Don says most men where I'm from ain't worth ish 100%. You know, Don. Do you feel like, and I asked family of God this. If a divine force places someone in your life, would you call that a soulmate? If you were a woman and, you know, let's say you felt, let's say you were a single woman and you felt like you really needed a man in your life. You really needed a man in your life. And, you know, let's say a couple of days went by and you met a really nice guy. He was handsome. He was your type. He was a good man. Would that be in the realm of a soulmate, of a divine force placing someone in your life at the right time? I want you guys to answer that. Anthony says no, but I like a bad deadhead that thick. I mean, you know, I'm just saying, Anthony, we got to be honest in terms of, you know, what we would think a soulmate would look like for us, you know? I didn't see what you said, family. Let me see. What did family say? I didn't see that. That was when. Oh, hold on. Let me see. Family says, God does have a plan for our lives, and if we obey Him, His plans will fall into place. After thinking about your question, hold on. Because I can't see the whole thing. After thinking about your question, I can agree that soulmates can exist, but it's not a common reality today. Okay. See, I don't see. That's what I'm saying. You know, I don't believe in soulmates either. But if a divine force is placing someone in your life at a specific time that you may need them, that may be in the realm of what a soulmate is. That's what I was saying, family of God. So, you know, I'm just saying, you know, in a way I would say no, but in a way I would possibly say yes. Because if a divine force, let's say you prayed on it, let's say you've been looking for someone, let's say that you really needed someone at that specific point in time, whether it was by way of a support system, whether it was by way of just finding someone, love, maybe you're looking for a wife or a woman is looking for a husband. If a divine force is placing that person into your life at that specific time, that could be in the realm of a soulmate. Don says, my soulmate right now is a mess. Soulmate, Don, where do you think your soulmate is right now, Don? I want to know. Don, is your soulmate in the Bahamas with his new girlfriend right now giving her back shots? Don, is your soulmate in the strip club throwing his paycheck at a little scantily clad little trick? Don, where is your soulmate at right now? That's what I want to know. Where is your soulmate? Tyler said LOL. Yeah, you know. Yeah, man. Yeah, you know. You know. Where could your soulmate be? I thought, like I said, you know, I'm at this point, you know, family of God he kind of got me to the water. I would say yes, but no. No, in a sense of no, because, you know, it's not necessarily you're finding a soulmate. It's more so you're finding someone that you have great chemistry with and like-mindedness with. But if you need someone at a specific point in time and this person happens to come into your life and the divine force places someone in your life, that could be in the realm of what a soulmate is, because you may need someone, a support system. Maybe you need love. Maybe you need a helping hand. Maybe you need someone at that point in time. And maybe, they're not a perfect person. They're not, maybe you're, it's not really, specifically, what you're thinking of in terms of a soulmate, but it's exactly what you need. If it's exactly what you need, I would say that's a soulmate. Fire, 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 fire. Don says, I'm on the street in Atlantic City. My soulmate is no good, but he still has my back, ride or die, which is needed out here. Don, I'm gonna be honest with you. Atlantic City is one of the most worstest places I have ever been in my life. I went there one time. I never want to go back. It's a hellhole. It's a shithole in Atlantic City. Salute to you. I know that's home, or maybe not home. It's just where you are right now. Yeah, it's probably not home for you, but maybe you're just visiting out there. But yeah, I went to Atlantic City. I never want to go back. Never want to go back. DB says, open your effing eyes, dude. Stop worrying about my eyes and worry about the topic, bro. Stop majoring in the minors. Don't major in the minors. Big Dog says, I don't need love. It's okay. Let me speak to you young men in terms of this, because I see a lot of young men and they say stuff like this. Let me speak to you young men in terms of you not needing love. It's nothing wrong with love. Love is a beautiful thing. It's a positive thing. Love is a great thing. It's a beautiful, positive thing. There's nothing wrong with love. There's nothing wrong with being, a sucker for love, in my opinion, as well. If there's someone that is using you in a proper manner, and they're not misusing you, they're using you in a proper manner, but not misusing you, there's nothing wrong with being in love. The trick is finding someone that doesn't misuse you. A lot of you fall in love with people that misuse you, and then you feel bad about the whole experience. But love is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Love is a beautiful thing. It's nothing wrong with love. It's nothing wrong with falling in love. It's nothing wrong with being in love. It's nothing wrong with putting your heart on the table and, expect to be heartbroken. Sometimes you're going to, when it comes to love, you may get heartbroken. You may have your heart broken. You may be hurt about the experiences in life. You may be hurt about these things, but, love is a positive thing, bro. It's a positive thing to be in love. I don't like when men or women speak negatively about love. Love is a positive thing. It's nothing wrong with being in love. And do you guys know what love is? Don says, I answered that above already. Salute to Don. Salute to Don. Family of God says, what I already explained what I believe. I believe that I don't believe that soulmates exist, but generally, I do believe that if a divine force places someone in your life at a specific time, that is a soulmate. So it's a yes or no answer for me. You will be used when being in love. Abdur salute to Abdur. Abdur says you will be used in love. There's nothing wrong with being used. I've talked about this before. There's nothing wrong with being used. Because if you can't be used, you're useless. So there's nothing wrong with being used. It's less about being used and being misused. You don't want to be misused. You don't be misused in love, because if someone's misusing you, that could be a problem. You could get your heart broken. You could be hurt. You could feel, hurt about someone misusing you. But if someone's using you, Like, how about this? This is someone using you. Let's say you have a girlfriend. Her car breaks down. She uses you for a ride to work. Is she using you, or is she misusing you? I would say she's using you because you love her, you care about her, you want to make sure she gets to work on time. You don't want her in a car with some sketchy taxi driver or Uber driver. She's using you. She's not misusing you, right? Now if this is an example of someone misusing you. Let's say your girl car breaks down. She says, "Let me use your car to go to work." And while she's using your car to go to work, she's going to other dudes' houses and getting smashed out. That's someone misusing you. Abdur says you will also be misused. No, I disagree. I think that, it's less about someone using you and more so about someone misusing you. Nobody wants to be misused. Like I said, someone using you in love should be more so somebody leaning on you for a support system, someone calling you when they need something, someone that you could depend on, and it should be mutual. You should be able to lean on her. She should be able to lean on you. It's not a one-sided thing. But yeah, you don't want to be misused. That's the thing. You don't want to be misused in any type of scenario. Hold on. Tyler says, I stopped with love because I ran into many crazy bitchs who had problems. Listen, a lot of women in today's era or world, they have problems. A lot of women, they have problems. You're gonna have to deal with a woman's problems. Some women that have problems actually want to be good women. They just maybe they're dealing with a lot of hurt. Maybe they want to change. Maybe you are that man that could help change her. Then you have some women that don't want to change. They just want to be set in their ways, and you just have to realize you have to leave them alone. But there are women out there that, yeah, they have a little baggage, they have a little, whatever on them, but they do want to change, and they're looking at you, to be that guy to help change them, to that guy to, add some positivity to their lives, and those are the types of women, you should try to, I think you should try to, I think you should help them, but you have to also let them realize that you're not perfect and you're going to make mistakes, and I want to be here for you, but I'm not going to be your Superman, but I will help you through your journey, Yeah, man. Big Dog says, I ain't changing them. What's wrong with changing for a woman? What's wrong with changing? Family of God says 10 years later we came together, fell in love, and got married. 14 years later, 2 kids, and we are more in love than ever. That's what's up, man. If that's that's your definition of what a soulmate is, that's what it is, man. I'm not mad at that. Big Dog says they trash. Listen, there's nothing wrong for changing for a woman. Some women are really that good, some women will help you in life. There's some women that are going to help you glow, and there's some women that are going to bring you down. If you find a woman that is changing you for the better, how is that a negative, Big Dog? If a woman is changing you for the better, in my opinion, that would be a good thing. If she's changing you to be a better man and a better person, I think that's a positive. Why is that a negative? A family of God. I can't scroll up that high, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Can you type it again if you can? I'll catch it the next time. I can't go up that high, man. Don says the difference between a queen and a girl is if they accept being used or misused. I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. I definitely agree. Golden says you attract what you put out. I agree with that. You do attract what you put out. You do attract what you put out. But I agree with that. I agree with that. You do attract what you put out. Big Dog says only Satan changes people. That's not true. Don says, for me, a woman isn't being misused if you use me to have me make a sandwich. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with a woman making a sandwich, you know? There's nothing wrong with a woman making a sandwich. That's a positive thing. It's a positive thing. There's nothing wrong with a woman making a sandwich. You know, there's nothing wrong with women, going to the kitchen. Women belong in the kitchen. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with a woman making a sandwich, Yeah, what's wrong with a woman making a sandwich? It's a positive thing. Yeah. Exactly. It's a positive thing. I agree. It is. Making a sandwich is a positive thing. It is. It's a positive thing. A good sandwich is a positive thing. When did making a sandwich become a negative thing? This is a positive thing. You're feeding someone. You're feeding the man that you love. You're feeding the man that is providing for you. That's not a negative thing. It's not a negative thing. Golden says, is a man making a sandwich positive? No. A man making a sandwich is an abomination. A family of God says, my wife was adopted from China to a Portuguese family. I was adopted from Portugal to an American family. And we met. We met in Portugal as kids. 10 years later, we fell in love and we got married. 2 kids later, so in love. That's what's up, man. That's a positive thing. That's a positive thing. That's what it is. Yeah, but a man making a sandwich is a negative thing. No man should have to make a sandwich for himself. Every time, let me stop. Big Dog says every time a woman have made me a sandwich, it's always been a positive thing from my perspective. I agree. If more women was making sandwiches for men, there'll probably be more peace in the world. See, that's the problem with women. They don't want to get in the kitchen and make sandwiches anymore. That's why we got all this war and sickness in the world. Because women are so selfish and don't want to get in the damn kitchen and make the damn sandwiches no more. That's why we got all this war and that's why we got all this war in the world, because these women don't want to make sandwiches no more. I says women lazy as F now. It's a whole fact. Yeah, man. That's why we got all this war in the world, all this war and violence. Every time you turn on the news, you hear about, crime and shootings and war. Imagine if those men that were doing all this crime would have just had a woman in their lives making them a damn sandwich. We'll have a damn utopia going on around here. But women are just too selfish, man. They're too busy burning their bras, fighting for women's rights and the right to delete babies. You got all these men missing out on their sandwiches. Oh man, we're just having some fun, bro. We're just having some fun. Big Dog says, I'm gonna have to die in a war because they don't want to make sandwiches. That's a fact, man. Tell these women to start making some damn sandwiches. Spider says, how much gas station dill pickle could you what? I don't know what you're talking about, family. What are you talking about? I agree with the sandwich take. You know? I agree. I think women should make sandwiches for men. I think that we would have a utopia if women started making sandwiches for men. Think about it. Now, listen, was the 1950s and 60s, what was it the best time in America? No. But there were more happy families. Did a lot of women suffer in those times? Absolutely. Women suffered in those times because back in the 1950s, it was kind of customary for men to, put hands on their wives. And that's a sad thing. That's a messed up thing. And of course, we're not advocating for that. Not at all. But there were a lot of more happier men because there were women in those kitchens making sandwiches. The 1960s rolled around and, all this free love and peace and feminism and all this came around. And then, men started missing out on their sandwiches. Women gotta get back in the kitchen, man. Kids always had lunch though. Yeah, man, it's Yeah, see, now listen. The mother always has time. The mother always has time to make food and food for the kids, right? Now you see how happy the kids are. The kids are happy. The kids are happy, but that husband ain't happy because ain't nobody making him a sandwich, The kids are happy because, they going to school with their sandwiches, got their little snacks and everything. But, the father is aggy. He's mad. That's a little X-rated right there, Oz. It's a little X-rated there. It's X-rated. This is a PG show. This is not Cinemax Uncut. This is not BET Uncut, Oz, okay? You got to relax. Relax your limbs. This is not BET Uncut. This is not Cinemax. This is not HBO, what is that? Confessions of a Taxi Cab. This is none of that. Don says nothing like rolling over and your sandwich maker is right there. That's a fact. I agree. I agree. No, this isn't World Star, man. No, this is none of that. This is not BET Uncut, bro. We can't. You over here talking about eating, I don't know what you're talking about eating. I don't want to repeat what you said you would eat, what you would eat, but this is a PG show. This is a family show. This is a show where we want men, women, and children to watch this show together as a family. All right. This is not a show. This is not. You know. This is not Cinemax. remember late night Cinemax used to have the soft core content. That was an error right there. That was a nasty error, but it was an error. It was definitely an error. It was a nasty error, but it was an error. Yeah, man. Do you believe in soulmates? I says Don is a real one. That's a fact, yo. Don is a real one. That's a fact. I agree. Do you believe in soulmates? Do you believe in it? Does it exist? Have you experienced a soulmate? You know, maybe some of you have experienced a soulmate, you know? Someone came along in your life. You felt like they were the right one for you. You know? Don says all scrambled if you had no cable. Yeah. That was an error though. Yeah. Late night Cinemax, HBO, you know, that was definitely an error. That was definitely an error. What time is it? What time is it? Oh, it's like 10:48. Well, listen, I think I'm gonna close out. I think I'm gonna close out for the night, y'all. Yeah, I just want to talk about this topic for a little bit. We've been on here for a little bit. In terms of soulmates, do you believe in it? Do you believe that you've met your soulmate? We had some interesting commentary on it. Salute to everybody in the chat room. If this is your first time being here, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys have been entertained as well as enlightened. I may do another live, maybe another hour or so. We'll see how that works out. But with that being said, you guys have a good night. Have a productive weekend. And I'll see you guys in another video, man. We out. Have a good night, man. Toodles.